It's time for part 3. And part 3 is all about, you guessed it, DragonCon. With over 80,000 people in attendance, DragonCon is the biggest sci-fi, anime, pop culture, art convention in the Southeast. So there's all kinds of costuming possibilities. So, of course, Allison's going to do more than just be a 300 Spartan, right?
300 Spartan. Adelphae General. And so much more. Meet Allison. So, we all know to look for you in the Spartan lineup at DragonCon this year, but tell us about some of your other costumes. What else will you be wearing for DragonCon 2024?
So I'm rebuilding Savage Lands. Actually, the Savage Lands rogue costume that I wore last year at Con was a completely borrowed costume. I had always wanted to cosplay her, but I just ran out of time to make my own version, and I actually borrowed Victorious and wore her version at Con last year, and had such a great reception. I was like, okay, I need to make my own. So I'm making my own to bring back to Con again this year. Last couple of years at Con, I have brought a bedazzled Scarlet Witch, and I don't know. Thank you. I don't know if I'm going to bring her again this year, but that's because I'm working on a different one. I'm going to do a bedazzled Mystique boudoir version, and I found an artist on Instagram who had like created like it's very pin-up-y, very sort of Art Nouveau-y kind of style of her. I'm very excited. The jury is out as to whether or not I'm actually going to paint myself blue, because the timing of it, and I'll have a rub-on tan on because of Spartan, and I'm not trying to like move it. So we'll see if I'm blue, but there should be enough reference in the costume itself to carry as Mystique whether I'm blue or not. So we'll see. I am also doing a group cosplay of, I don't know if you've seen Van Helsing. It is planned right now. Time is going to be the determinant on this one for me to do one of Dracula's brides. I bought all of the stuff, so I have it all, but whether or not it actually gets made in time is sort of a different story altogether. And then I didn't bring Lara last year just because I brought her every other year before. I'll probably bring her back again this year just because she's always fun to wear. And she's easy to wear. Pretty comfortable too. I might do a different version, might not. Again, time. I am the world's largest procrastinator, so I will start everything with enough time.
Procrastination. I'm glad I'm not the only one. So I have to ask you this. Have you seen the 300 Spartan parody group at DragonCon? Okay, they're a group of very obese men, and they call themselves like the 300-pound Spartans. It's so funny, and they have pizza boxes for shields. Yeah,
Is this at DragonCon?
Mm-hmm. Yep, DragonCon. I haven't seen them myself, but I have seen pictures of them at Con.
There should be a collaboration, I feel like. That's hilarious.
Yeah, you know, it's the random stuff like that and the mashups that make DragonCon so great. You never know what you're going to see.
I love it. I love it so much. One of the best mashup cosplays that I saw was a guy who was dressed up as a purple Power Ranger, but he had all this he had like a wig, like a curly wig coming out of his head, and he had a bunch of like Prince insignia all over him, and he was the Purple Ranger. And I was like, how do you come up with that? He was Prince in a Power Ranger costume, but it was purple, and I was like, this is just DragonCon is just, if you've never been, you need to go. It is a thing.
Well, Allison, I can't tell you how much I appreciate and have enjoyed having you on my channel, and just thank you for sharing your success story with us.
I very much appreciate you taking the time to chat with me and to give me an opportunity and a platform to sort of share my experience. Again, I don't have many people who are interested or even willing to sit and listen to me talk about it, so thank you.
Awesome. Yes. I've enjoyed it immensely, and I know everyone else has.
Thank you. Anytime. I will come back anytime.
I look forward to seeing you at DragonCon.